Hola, hola, buenos días. Otro día más de Final. Em, Seguimos con la quest principal y vemos hasta dónde podemos llegar. El level 53. Y tengo que ir a Alepo. Turururum. Supone que el audio está arreglado. Pero le bajé un poquito porque cuando hay pelea se pone muy violento el audio. Así que... ¿Eh? Corrupted crystals? Sir, I've no interest in the butt of your jokes. So if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Yo tengo un guarded pot. Well, I'll be damned, Professor Lambertine did send you. Beg your pardon. Then we go off on the wrong foot. I'm Seana, greatest of the professor's pupils. Which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh God, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. Deme la plata. As I told the professors in my many missives... ¿Missives? ¿Qué es missives? Voy a buscarlo porque no tengo idea. Missives. A letter. Especially a long or official one. Okay. In my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Palos Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Fortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isle of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It is rather puzzling, since I've always taken the time to explain my motivation in great detail to the subject of my questioning. Perhaps you will have better luck wrestling information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. ¿Por qué se burlan de las ciencias? Tum, tin, tum, tum. Ha, Kunev. Oh, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all the fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isle of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Okay. If you say so. Fuck, man. You keen on traveling to the Isle of Umbra? Bloody hell, slab. Are you drunk and just crazy? Ain't nothing there but dead and more dead. ¿Qué acento se sacó? Y el otro está acá arriba, al lado, por el costado. ¿Dónde se metió? Oh, ¿dónde está? ¿Era dentro del edificio? ¿Se puede entrar por acá? No. Las puertas se ven súper falsas, pero de repente igual abren. Deben ser por acá abajo entonces. Tururum. Acá. He encontrado Alpha Camilsa. The Isle of Umbra. What interest have you in that god-forsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharo Sirius, the isle have become naught more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Esto es una cárcel. Oh. Y ahora tengo que volver a Seana. Entonces no me dijeron nada sobre el cristal. Me dijeron que estaba, que la isla está como poseída o qué sé yo. Pero no me dijeron nada que no fuera. Seana. Ah, Eftobe, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Worry not, my friend. I've given you finding some thoughts, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isle of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous. Owing to the abandonment of Paros Sirius? Yes, well. Anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even a steam scholar like myself enjoys dueling her wits on occasion. Steam scholar. It was there that I heard tell of a man named XIV, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isle of Umbra. It's the first I've heard someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. Espera, tengo que ir a la cárcel donde dije que, oh, parece una cárcel. Oye, el medio barco. Tomar ese barco después. Es gigante, un crucero. Pumba. Oh, es un pollo. Ah, pero ese no estaba antes acá. Ya tengo observado. I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Oh, tell Mimido I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Oh, you could release me? Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. ¿Y qué? De vuelta a Kiana. Merchant and what? Hunter Scholar. Kaiso Borais. What did Skyfriend have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. Or what was that about man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's that bastard who grabbed my ass the other day at the pub. Well, we want to give him that feather. You may guess, I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Wow. Hablando de harassment y de acoso. Acoso sexual en el bar. Este que le agarró el poto. Wow. Ay, de hecho le está agarrando. Eso se supone que está pasando. Le está como tratando de agarrar el poto a... Wow. You shouldn't do it. Okay. Another initiative, yeah. No? Then what I'll just speak up so I can hear ya. Golden feather. Ah, bugger me. This is what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, yes I. Or say you found it. It's Catherine, you say. Was hoping to have a go with the lad. It sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. They're supposed to have patched up how serious he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. When getting work done on his own see. Half of them walk off, half he ran off, and half of them up vanished. What's that? You'll be looking for the passage to the Isle of Umbra. Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Tell him how the land lie. Ain't nobody been interested you gave him a calling. All put up in arms, bound spirit and so forth. If I had the guild, I hired some sales force and let them sort it out. Will you do in a pitch? We will. You will. Took dispatchment to the skipper and he'll see ya there and back. Ok. O sea, estoy consiguiendo pasaje a la isla. Piloto movement speed increase effective upon entering battle. Wow. Cool. Pero el choco es más rápido, compadre. So you went and had a word with Mimidoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amount to something. Permission of passage. You mean the disgusting creature was Kaifrin's superior? I find that hard to believe, but this rite of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make on the Isle of Umbra without me. Tiene miedo. Fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 as my witness, if you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Nos fuimos. Tengo que llegar allá. Pum, 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 pum. A la isla de Umbra. Umbra, me suena Umbra. Take me to the Isle of Umbra. He bids, and if it's as simple as, oh, I see you got a read of passage. Alright, then climb aboard. En tu cara. Llegamos. Plasmoid. Seana. It doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I like to build a summer home here, but all the hells with this here, take your pot and go on without me. If I harvest corrupt crystal before, right, so it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in now if you will please excuse me. ¿Dónde estoy en el mapa? Ah, estaba acá, básicamente vine hacia acá. Ok. Davide. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to the island is currently restricted. I have a guarded pot. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. A ver. Me dinka que voy a tener que ayudarlo con algo para que me deje entrar. Una cosa así. The Reed Master Mimidoa gave you my grand due access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When a giant mass of crystal chunked the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of mage thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb. but an elaborate corruption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but is anyone guess when they'll be complete? Was Warsaw work has ceased since rumor of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance at the cheap graveyard to the south. What's around them to our shore is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Eftobe. Let me unravel this mystery and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happened that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the cheap graveyard. I'll be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Okay. Acá está. Erapi Taropi, Alduil y Luis. ¿Qué nombres se sacaron? Primero Alduil, que dice Ish older Ferja talking. 5 bleeding yes word of fresh under cargo were those weird red things, and that voice, actually the voice was quite nice. You what, mate? No entendí nada. You saw them too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about without caring the world, except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. God's that voice, the singing fleeting birds, I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. Took every ounce of my strength to resist. Report to Davide. Oyatan Yaratan. Otan Yaratan. This talk of alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Yo lo único que conozco que como un monstruo fantástico que tiene voces que encantan y como que te llaman son las sirenas. Oh no. Davis swearing profusely. But if they have returned, this will mean, I beg your pardon, I was just thinking about something, which reminds me I received word that Master Mimidora will be arriving any moment. Apparently he retired waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000 Johns there to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Tengo que explicarle que no me dejaste entrar. Mira tú, mira tú. What's been keeping ya? Initiate. Ain't getting any younger, you know. Some honey boys Carlot been calling out for folk what wander near a cheap graveyard and stir up the dead and all. Bloody house. This takes me back to the days of cannon boys sailing under all misfit. They wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time, bah. The bloody would, though, wouldn't they? Bracing all biddies. Same folks say as the first speech would be the last, but I knew deep down in the bones that this day will come. Come it has, I bet me burn era silence behind all this. Lo dijo, era una sirena. Son sirenas. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety. Initiate. Speak of the other kind. Then what's got feathers and allure sailors to water grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning just starts, see. Even in death, a man stay bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his score can do it no more. It's a fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, except maybe in drink I'd regret it after. Any road, it's up to us to stop his hellsborn hussy after she takes another soul. Cause we can't send ya merging off the water without this side. I don't have no power, a man can hear her song. It's lucky for it I carry spare pair. Ain't lucky for the both of us, I'm suspicious so there. Well, she ain't coming to us, so it's just head off to her, to the cheap graveyard and she initiate. Claire Marano. Noir. Du hast. Praying Mantis. Te doy tu espacio. Son estos... Será para una quest. Está la embarrada, miren esos barcos hechos completamente destruidos. Mimidoa. Keep us near the shore, you're sure to spy the campfire and come looking, just a matter of waiting now. Okay. I'm just doing a waiting. Oh no. Estoy acercándome, lee el 46, yo estoy 53 nomás. Esa. Es como que tienen esas cosas en otro server cuando tenéis que hacer el sync. Cuando tienes que sincronizarte hacia... hacia... Hoy día tengo Dungeons and Dragons. Nice. A ver, voy a preguntar. ¿Sale Dungeons hoy? Turururururururu. Me molesta tener tanto cuello. Ya, vamos, no te caigas. Resistes. Esa. Yeah, beginning to wonder if some sly buggering spawn us on here. Here. Espero que cualquier persona que sea escocés o irlandés no se sienta ofendido por mi acento, porque soy terrible haciendo acento. Todos. Quiet. Ya hear that this hair. Look, her water she communicates. She come. I'm slaying that. Oh yes. Quick lad, show them plugs in your ears, get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes her death to her ditties, we'll cancel her travels and we'll be up to our necks in corpse before you know it. Okay. Is there embrace by everything? No me puedo mover. Okay. That embrace mine everything all. Duty commence. Voy a dormir. Anda. Ahora otro. Con un... Y ahora un Thunder. Con un Fire. Y ahora... le hago un... que no lo puedo... No. Y ahora Fire Starter. Y ahora Scat. Y viene más, y viene más. Spare mournful mistress distress. Luz streaming. Para recuperar. Uy. Panda. Panda. Scatter. Then Fire Starter. Another Scatter. Then Fire. Y después otro Fire. Y otro Fire. Pumba. Y ahora espero. Melody less written of the rhythm. Those don't know to relent regret. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Me está atacando? Parece que me atacó eso. Thunder y Fire Starter. Y ahora Thunder y Fire. Pero... No. No. No, 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 no. Ok. Thunder. Fire. Fuck. ¿De dónde salió? Fire. Fire Starter. Creo que tengo que atacar a estos. Y ahora tengo que hacer un... Estoy... ¿Oh? Ah, me equivoqué. Otro Blizzard. Me van a pegar acá. Todo daño. Cambio Thunder de nuevo. Y ahora le tiro un Fire. Y va. Otro Fire. Otro Fire. Tengo free casting. Oh, no le quité nada. Ah, pues le quité harto. No more dart leaves the heart. Y ahora la puedo pegar a ella, ¿no? Am I alright? I'm better than that. Initiate happy as a sailor in a warehouse. I am. I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 watts hits. If I got the songstress. You can have everything, can ya? She's not come crooning round here again though. Not for a while any road. If she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, bugger me. I think forgot your name, remind me of Eftobe? Don't recall having no initiative by name. If you're not me old mate, whose name? XIV is so bloody helpful, never mind, be seeing you lad. Sure, mate. Otan Yaradan. Davide. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyways, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot. Just you requested. Please take it with my compliments. Senna. Might as well. Pero lo más fácil es hablar con este. Oh. Chocobo de compañía. Limit mouse variation hardware cursor. Enable gamepad. Other settings, time before auto FK, character energy and quantity. Apply, close. Character configuration. Creo que hay una manera de hacer que cuando abras tu inventario se abra todo de una. Inventory interface. Open all. Ahí está. Mira, pues ahí sí. Increíble. Increíble. No sé si habrán mods. No. ¿Cómo se llaman esto en el WoW? Que tú te bajas como para ver tu DPS y cosas así. De repente te arreglan el inventario. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Eftobe. You're looking remarkably hale. Let's say, and more importantly, alive. You're alive, aren't you? Chistosita. The concrete hero returns wearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive, very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Eftobe. Seldom, if ever, have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed such a volatile overabundance of fire-spected ether. What? You wanted a corrupt crystal composed of ice-spectre ether to counteract the effects of a raging wind. Ah ha ha ha. Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements will tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Mira tú. Oh no. Don't fret now, I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-spected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. What's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dog chase, I assure you. And that's even better, is that this time you didn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from these crystal's energies. Eddie's findings suggest that it's quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it's undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, so now let me keep you. It's been a pleasure. If we come back and see me sometime, alright? Que todos se aprovechan de mi nobleza. Él subió a 54. Bueno. Sería. Nos fuimos a la nueva Gridania. Y... sale caro, pero está bien. No me voy a poner a caminar de más. The Curious Case of Giggity. I like the way you work it. No, Giggity. La nueva Gridania. Y acá es hacia... ¿Dónde? Cualquiera puede ser esto. Y cuando salga, tomo el chocobo y me voy. ¿No puedo usar el chocobo todavía acá? Ajá. Wait. Leather Workers Guild. Tendré el atún con este char. Lo tengo. ¿Y a dónde vamos? Está acá, digamos que voy al Mincaeto Amphitheater. Perfecto, qué conveniente. Y ahora me pongo a correr. Ahí está acá el compadre. Edin. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Hyman. I presume God informed me of your adventures and I report. Terrible sorry about the misunderstanding. Though, as Professor Lambertin is fond of saying, should take in the name of science ever truly wasteful. The matter at hand. Corrupt crystals possessing the properties you seek can be found in the abundance in the standing quarters following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the Dwarf's Wood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with Spriggans? Yes. The furry little rascal that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamous insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Dwarf's Wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest. I assume they can even be digested, and I'm reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. Quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this giggity first consumed a corrupt crystal when... You couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had, therefore which I'll require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this through heart. I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Ok, así que tengo que... quizás es más rápido por acá. Tengo que atraer a un monstruo que dijo que eran chicos y peludos, que se llaman Giggity, y abrirle el estómago, que se tragó el cristal que estoy buscando. Turutú, tu, tururururu. Turutú, tu, 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 tu. Deba herba. O pasar, por favor. Me estáis leseando, no puedo pasar por acá. Pero... Oh, no. Voy para allá. Ok. My Little Pony. Llora por la quest. Oh wow, acá es donde me enseñaron a pelear con el Chocobo. Creo que tengo que subir. Siempre se me olvidaba. Sí, qué bueno. ¿Quiénes son los que tienen aero? Creo que son los magos. O sea, los white. Los magos blancos. Creo que... Me acuerdo que cuando jugaba WoW tenía así como una ansiedad constante cada vez que caminaba alrededor de monstruos y un mapa donde era el level alto. Y en este juego no me pasa, como que puedo disfrutarlo mucho más por algún motivo. Usar. Debe también ser el factor PvP, quizá. Y en el WoW, está el hecho de que te vienen a atacar de la Horda o la Alianza, dependiendo de dónde estés. Entrega el cristal al compadre. Yo creo que puede ser eso. El hecho de que no tenéis que preocuparte, no tienes que preocuparte de que te vayan a matar cuando estás tratando de subir de levels y te vayan a campear, básicamente. Turu, tu, 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 tururu. Turu, tu, 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 tururu. Tum, tam, tam. I did not sneak up on me like that. I wasn't roasting. Wait, what is that? What is that god awful smell? Un cristal que viene de las entrañas. My word, that is breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistake. Ah, and I also see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We are owe our fairy friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effect of the crystal, such as the watered pot you once used did. Why so gloom, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought. One overflow. Calm down, I guess it's comprised of ice. Ah. Oh, wow. Wow. Me la hizo. Qué broma. It's comprised of ice, suspected there. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous two attempts were not for naught. Sí. Menos mal, ya saltaba de un... Ya saltaba de un puente de este. Aunque sé, bueno, saltar de allá, pero es muy bajito el río. Quiero ver el tema de los lenguajes. ¿Dónde tendría que ser en System? Uh, wow. Fuck. No, yo soy un poco colorblind, daltónico, con el verde y el rojo. Algunos grados de verde y rojo. Beg your pardon, Eftobe. I forgot to return your crystal to you. And there were a message from you from Professor Lambertine. Something about a man named Marquez? Marquis? Apparently the professor misses his intellectual simulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used to evil deeds. Ah well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. Didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Y nos fuimos. Turu, 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 tu, tu, tu. Qué linda, pero es como viejita. Tiene canas, como yo, de pelo blanco. Oh, ¿dónde es? ¿Por acá? Primera vez que reparo mi equipo, pensé que quizás me dan un achievement. No pasó. Está bien, no pierdo nada. Sobre todo ahora que tengo un equipo que en teoría me va a durar más. Ah, acá. Ah, Lion Lace. Lion Lace. Greetings, sir. You wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes. Yes, I do. Whoop. Oh. Whoop. Oh. See. All repairs and modifications can be completed if to be. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Pero y tengo el cristal, compadre. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Or not, have to be. See that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. Mark my words. Soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. Extraordinary? This is me. This is what I was born to do. Claramente no naciste para darme buenas botas. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it's only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive mayhap. It is better that we remain positive. Obvio que algo malo va a pasar. Obvio. Dijo que era muy baja la posibilidad, pero Eftobe, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my chip, for trusting in me to develop this plan. For everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I forgot. I'm not the man I once was. I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but well, you understand. Todo bien, Sid. Todo bien.
There.
She's ready.
Ah, she stirs.
Dale. Tócale la mano, tócale la mano.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Como Star Trek. Y nos fuimos. Oh, tiene una cuestión acá al medio como el otro tipo.
I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles?
Vamos a ver a los demás aventureros.
Yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same?
Pero a esta altura ya no estoy viendo su pasado, estoy como entendiendo su mente o algo así.
When did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything and your loved ones cease to matter?
Ah, viste, me acordaba porque esa cuestión también la han mostrado que la tiene una otra persona nomás, que era del Imperio.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not.
What?
Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
¿Qué?
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
¿Qué?
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home.
No entendí, estoy muy confundido. ¿Cómo fue que bajé?
Wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it?
No. Quizá yo soy la reencarnación.
People know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye.
Ahí está. Ahora explicaron el...
Let me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alfinord, my boy, sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything.
Oh,
My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
qué bacán. Pues obviamente estoy muy confundido todavía, pero es bacán cuando en el final hacen esto, revelaciones, y siempre muy estilo Final Fantasy. Todo muy entretenido. A ver si entiendo más al respecto. Alfinod, sí. Sí, siempre un personaje, o sea, no sé si siempre, pero personaje súper importante. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Eftobe, for the end is night. Be it hers or our own. Oh no. Holy night. Join. 9 minutos. Increíble. No puedo ir para ningún otro lado. Tengo que quedarme acá esperando. Sí. Increíble. Bueno, está bien. Voy a ver qué voy a aprender próximamente. Actions. A ver, estoy level 53. Estos dan lo mismo porque creo que tengo que terminar la quest principal para poder acceder a quest de Black Mage de nuevo. Así que estos no los puedo aprender todavía. Pero esta se ve muy buena. Ensures the next fire or thunder spellcast will, or the first hit, trigger Scata's additional effect, fire starter or thundercloud respectively. Enochian. Increases magic damage. Increases magic damage dealt by 5%. Can only be executed under the effect of Astral Fire Umbrella. Effects canceling Astral Fire Umbrella ends. Pero eso es un instantáneo. Es como por un hechizo nomás va a ser 5% igual. Venga. Voy a esperar con este tipo al parecer. Que está haciendo la misma quest que yo. Sería. A ver. Tum 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 tum. Drivers with the most race entries with one construction. Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, Jimmy. Se queda dormido. Ese bus driver se queda conductor de bus se queda dormido al volante. Oh, oh, no, la abuelita. Oh, no. Lo bueno es que parece que no iba tan rápido. A ver. A ella, uy, el cuello. Oh, fuck. Uy, el cuello. Y allá atrás no se ve muy bien, a ver. Hubo alguien que saltó del asiento. El que está allá arriba a la derecha. Hay algunos que no les pasó mucho. Pero a la mayoría, sobre todo estas personas de acá, A los viejitos que están ahí más adelante. Uf. No, no eran tan viejitos, ¿ah? Uy, se fueron, pero de cabeza. Ni alcanzaron a protegerse la cara. No. Bueno, estoy viendo el final. Llegó otra persona. Somos tres acá afuera. Y sale 5 minutos esperado y queda de 9 aproximado. Wow. Increíble. Sobre todo, miren el pie. Wow. Oh, wow. Tipo música de Final.
Chris, you're first tonight.
Okay, they offered me.
These dogs are really England gold. Dog celebration. Oh, qué bueno. Ah. Nice. Oh, wow. He esperado 8 minutos. De 8. Y bueno. Coach fortune locally in Slovenia to qualify for the Olympics. He's one of the best players in the world. His innate basketball IQ is so impressive. With 4 hard-working people around him, you got a hell of a team. True that. Gasly confirmed he's received interest from other teams and keen for talks over future with Mark. Alpine, quizás. No sé si Alpine es mejor que Alfa Tauri. Creo que podría irse. Me gustaría verlo en McLaren con Lando. Pero Daniel, no sé qué pasaría con Daniel. Oh, qué huevonao. Mira la polola, la novia. No quiere ni... Está tapándose. Se está yendo. Le pidieron irse. Lo echaron del estadio. Oh no. Oh, qué vergüenza. Y que echó el tiro, así que está como. Jaja. La cara de la polola. Oh no. Oh. Okay, I fucked up. Oh. Oh, qué mal. Qué triste. No lo puedo criticar mucho porque en el momento quizás se te olvida, pero claramente tenía ganas de figurar. ¿Se fue o lo echaron? Él también se quería ir muy rápido. Instant regret. Well, that's gonna be an awkward drive home. They beat the trash. Oh no. O sea, he esperado 12 minutos ya por la quest acá en... Es que así las half full. Uh, it's time, boys. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Well, preserve, which is huge. As I live and breathe. Hay unos malulos. Over there, look. ¿Esos son kobolds? Tiene de todo. Amjalha, Amalja, and kobold prisoners. But why would the Ixal bring them here? Scary. Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we're come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children. These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. do not take to the skies and sleep your defenses, we are bound by nothing, Garuda. Ooh. You think you playing gives you strength? Your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood, festoon the canopy with your entrails. Squawk! Slay the unfeathered ones, we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve. Okay. Leave the exile to us, Eftobe. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Eftobe. Remember your fight for the science, for Eorzea. This worm will die by mine own hands. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Uy. No tiene ojos. Uy, qué música. ¿Por qué hay pilares? Me digan que me voy a tener que esconder. Oh, fuck. Le voy a tirar una para ayudar a mis compañeros. No, para acá. Estoy tomando una pot porque estoy cachando que no me está recuperando. Oh, fuck. Voy a atacar estas cosas porque... Seguimos. Se fue de nuevo. Hija de la gran diosa. Lo bueno es que no pierde Thunder. Voy a echarme estos. Pumba. 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 Oh. Casteando. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde es? No sé cuál es la parte segura, afuera o adentro. Estoy medio perdido con eso. Pumba, pumba, pumba. ¿Qué? ¡Ah! No, 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 no. Se ve tan triste. What? How in the hells? Hahaha, this is my room. You have no hope here. None. None. You truly believe you could defy a god, landwalkers? ¿Más pelea? ¿O va a pasar algo? My power is limitless. My children legion. They have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Oh fuck. Their gifts sustain me, their fate empowers me. None save my children will escape the ravening mortals. And those who will use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their fate. All shall worship none but me, the one true God. Hehehehe. Of course, worship. So long as they shall keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. Ugh. No harm will come to you, my children. It is only the beginning, landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer from their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert bear me next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then will I take vengeance on the sea. Lies. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine. You, landwalker, you who dare to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. Huh? No, no, I claim you should be mine. Have they? Oh. It is over for you. Oh. The last crystal. El último cristal. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortals should possess such power. This is impossible. No LB? What is LB? Loot? Right, esa. Leave duty.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
Vengo a ver la que se me ve como si tuviera. No, sí.
We've done it! Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all! Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda,
Snipe him. Counterspell.
of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Pero él no hizo nada.
Guide us.
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Tienen la tecnología superior de las armas.
Is that all? Is that all?
Holy.
Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you!
She, who is she?
Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty, brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! Ah, it hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What did she... 12 preserve?
A revivir a lo otro. Oh no. Pero es lo mismo y yo tengo los cristales, así que... Uy. Holy fuck. En teoría ahora soy mucho más poderoso que antes, así que... Ahí Frida al menos debería echármelo solo. A Titán... No.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Pero que ataquen al loco del imperio, pues al... ¿Cómo se llama? Gaon. A ese.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire.
Gaius se los va a echar a los tres al mismo tiempo. Esa es la idea. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Hizo desaparecer? ¿Qué es eso? Holy fuck. Oh no.
is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Aleg had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon.
Es una ultimate weapon. Oh, no.
No! No! No!
Oh, se la... What? Oh, no.
It exceeds all expectation.
O sea, sé que la Ultimate Weapon eran más fuerte que todo en el Final 7, pero... no se la tenía que comer. Oh, God.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Si es que se convierte en más poderoso, ¿por qué me dejaron obtener los cristales entonces?
Those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
Vamos a ver. Sí, todos sabemos que eventualmente los mataré. Pero sí se ven bastante fuertes los cabros.
12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
Sí, sabe.
It was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and supreme commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The
Black Wolf.
How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
Pero hay más de una Ultimate Weapon, así que...
Unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions.
Quiero que salvemos a la Minfilia.
For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
¿Cómo puede ser que nos olvidemos de ella? En cualquier otro juego hubiese sido ya. Manda a salvar a Minfilia, a liberarla. Cualquier cosa. En este se olvidaron nomás. Fue como, bueno. Nada que hacer. Voy a ir a hacer un cafecito y vuelvo. Se continúa. Se continúa. Something has been troubling me, Eftobe. Surely before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw. But I'm sure I was mistaken. In time of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we might consider the matter of the primal claws until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seemed a shame to blow its destruction. Volando. Y no he subido nada hoy día, ¿eh? Al final es ready to return to the Walking Suns. Okay. It is past time that we return to the Walking Suns. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer will be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Speak with Alfina in the Walking Suns. A ver, ¿quién llega antes? Él está acá. ¿Ah? Ah. Está acá, compadre. Veamos quién llega antes. Tin, tun, tin, tin. Cocos en la cara. Tell me, Eftobe, does our heel strike you as though there is signs of this inhabitation? Could it be that we have trespassers? Maybe it's just my imagination. Come, let us proceed to the solar. ¿Qué va a pasar? Wait. Ida. Al final, Eftobe. Sid, wait, is this a dream? Pero ellos nunca se conocieron, Sid y Ida, ¿o no? Sorry. Sid, wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. Oh. Oh, Ibisita. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. Porque a Sid lo conocimos cuando fuimos al santuario que fue la iglesia, cuando nos mudamos de acá, ¿no es cierto? Acá mataron a todos, después nos dijeron por Minfilia que fuéramos a la iglesia, y ahí estaba Marqués, que en verdad era Sid, que recuperó su memoria. Pero nunca se conoció con Ida, excepto que se hayan conocido antes de que perdiera la memoria. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks with the others. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw Ida. The church has taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Stola hadn't been here to help me. Stola is here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papilomo and Minfilia were amongst the dead, according to the church. Stola thinks they were taken somewhere. Sí. Yo no sé cómo a nadie le interesa recuperar a Minfilia y a los demás. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf now, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Caius has yet to harness. Ese soy yo. The Echo. Caius will be aware of its existence as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his Alagan weapon may be, he would be doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo, none of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Walking Suns in the first place. ¿Quién fue? Fue Ida. Por favor, no. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand. ¿Dónde está Tarnak? ¿Tarnak? ¿El tipo del principio? Nunca más lo vimos. Habrá sido él. Se ve muy, muy sospechoso. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand. And now we must act. It's up to us to reveal the science and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? Wait. Oh, yes, yes, of course. Whatever you need. Me tinca que el Tarnak es su nombre, no sé, pero el del principio, el que me introduce a los Science, el malo, o el infiltrado. We can discuss our next move, Ishtola return. Upon Ishtola return, for now, I say we rest.
Hear, feel, think.
Quizá me puedo comunicar con Minfilia a través del eco.
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
With D. Pistola. Eftobe, I see you and Alfinod are safe. And Sid. ¿Cómo saben de Sid? If I should meet each other, justify simply explain each other. It's as if the benevolent hand of Master Luxor's guide us still. He would not see us undone so easily, not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others have been held. Where? Woohoo! Good job, Ishtola. An imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. Ok, al medio del enemigo. De la tierra enemiga. Istola wishes to discuss the fate of the prisoners being held at Castrum Sentry. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Eftobe. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum will be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Guardians deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durendare. He is stationed in the Observatorium in Coertes. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Ok, creo que lo conozco, pues ya he hablado con este señor. Camp. Oh no, qué cool. ¿Qué es esa montura? Y yo acá con un chocó, es lo único que tengo. No, no, no. Un tipo volando ahí. Eventualmente volaré. Está como caminando en el aire. Nice. Fate. Fate level 36. Y el medio. Tum, ten, tum, ten. Port lane. Ah, Eftobe. The man who must be heretic in your midst. What do I owe this pleasure, the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Stola, but of course, Lord Dreamon confided that to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry? What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide will be greatly appreciated. Let's see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Huron woman, an Elesen man, and 2 Lalafels. 1 male, 1 female. Ah, entonces tienen a la tatarúa, Tataglia. La secretaria la tienen ahí también. Y la Lalafel female. It is them, it has to be Minfilia, Orianger, Papalimo and Tataru. Pero, ¿cachai que el otro desapareció? Tancred. Es como si no existiera. If that's kind morsel of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Coerthas not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Regadin and a Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Regadin and a Lalafel, Master Garlon. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disciplined to wait for rescue. Hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned, it's Biggs and Wedge. There's those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Eftobe, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd taken the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. Sí, señor. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow science prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not science, and do they know of the Echo? As Lord Portland said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Como en la canción del Imperio de Star Wars. Dun, 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 dun. Tin, tin, tarararán. Tan, 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 tarararán. Tan, 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 tarán, tan, tarán. Tan, 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 tarán, tan, tarán. Dun, 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 dun. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands a combination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritalin, you depart for Castrum Occidents at midnight. You will command the western front in Bilbrand. The Orcians will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. Ese va a ser el primero en caer entonces. Ritalin, that's Aravina. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command of half our forces to us. I had given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismiss. Yes, my lord. ¿Qué tienen? Tienen los medio escudos en los brazos. My quarters. 1 hour. Chan chiqui pam pam. It's fine by me, perfect. Accept. My purpose here is to reconnoiter. 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 Reconnoiter.
Reconnoiter. Reconnoiter.
Make a military observation of. An act of reconnoitering.
Reconnoiter.
¿Cómo reconocer?
Reconnoiter.
Reconnoiter. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Guardian activity along Gavaisa's spine. Owing those deeds, I have the honor of being acquainted with Stola. Now the report of the Imperial Airship and emergency landing come to us by way of the Smile Dark Soul, situated to the west. One man stationed at the entrance, 9 at night, named Result, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. Pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant your strength. Show the letter to Bristol. Chocobo. You stand before the Smael Dark Hall, the subterranean fortress excavated by the greatest guardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portelaine. So you have come about the Imperial Airship. According to our scouts, the vessel has scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? Captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Auron Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pieramons. He should be able to assist you. Okay. In search of Pieramon.   What is Pieramon? Holy cow.   What is Pieramon?   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 What is Pieramon? Tururun, tun, tun, tururun, tun, tun, tururun, tun, tun. Moody Puppy. Moody. Ice Fry. Ya estoy subiendo tan lento ahora que ya me está alcanzando la quest principal. Son como level 48 y yo ya estoy 53. Pero ya no estoy subiendo tanto. No, no, no. Lo que sí, cuando compré el Shadowbringer, decían que me iban a... Un segundo. Y he vuelto. Pierre Mons. The Imperial airship, I saw it approach the land with mine own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Group others were being embarked, and there was an air of consternation about them. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was full. Hemos conversado sobre que estaban los prisioneros 1000 veces. The Guardians were deployed, formed search parties, and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our force, I returned to my post to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhaps you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Ya será, Biggs and Wedge estuvieron por acá, trataron de entrar y no pudieron. Así que fueron a otro lado. Surveying. A ver. Surveying meaning.
Surveying.
Surveying. Surveying. Soy el Witcher. Small footprints. Sweating boots. Too small. Chocobo footprints. What the hell? Which? Debe estar congelado, pobrecito. Brr, so cold, I want to go home. Hello there. Ah, please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Eftobe, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster gaping maw that eyes. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. ¿Están llamando? It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge? That's wonderful news now. What up, Biggs? I see. Well, it's hardly surprised me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue-latching he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Ishtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. That I hope was that Master Garlon you spoke with? Yes, sir. After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Eftobe. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Where is Monument Tower? Okay. Ahí está. Pim 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 pam pam pam. Aveli, well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it will seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. This plane, you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can bear to think that Big's still all alone in the cold with guardians on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Eftobe, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen him have seen something. A rugged gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think for a moment. I will not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated at short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Case, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I made this suggestion only because your friend seemed like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhaps he elected to pass us by. Go to the Fury Gates and investigate. Tutti. Plasmoid. Mr. Bean. Fucking hell, man. Pirururu. ¿Por qué me targetea a Blizzard? Estoy silenciado. Me silenció el compadre. ¿Y eso fue todo? Report to Wedge. Pensé que lo íbamos a encontrar. Action not yet learned. Miyumi, Eftobe, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area? Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, since he was trying to lure the Guardians away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? No es tan grande, yo podría ir a revisar el mapa. We can't give up, Eftobe. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or he is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me, ask anyone who will listen, and hurry! Big's chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Arriba. Arriba. Chukala. Chukala. I can't stop this feeling inside of me. Found ya. A ver. Estoy viendo una cosa. Ven. Ok. Estoy viendo una cosa con los filtros del micrófono. Ignacio, your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Dark Hole, it is possible he made for quite grim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifen Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. To tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I nearly broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Lo único de este juego que me gustaría que implementara sería que de repente cuando uno va a investigar en lugares nuevos, por ejemplo esta torre, me dirigí de punto A a punto B, porque acá es donde me marcaba la quest, ¿no es cierto? Pero no hay incentivo para ir a recorrer el resto del pueblo o el resto de la torre si es que hay algún cofre, por ejemplo, con un poco de plata, con algún loot que pueda ser importante, no así como un equipo increíble que si te pierde el loot, no sé, bueno, nunca más lo vaya a recuperar. No, cosas simples, pero que te incentiven a recorrer el mapa porque es bonito. Es bonito, hay harto, pero siento que quizá, bueno, depende de mí, pero es que también no hay motivación para no ir de punto A a punto B, básicamente. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Pistola, bonita. 48. Classic Final Fantasy. A esperar. ...17... en cola.
Surveying. Surveying. Surveying.
Ahora sí. It's Beaks. Or others I'll take you back that are alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ida está ahí saltando. Hey, Eftobe, it's well that you're here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. No está literalmente ahí, podemos ir a ayudarlo. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. Acabo de ver que es el boss. Oh, holy fuck. ¿Qué? ¿Por qué? Estoy casteando freeze. Holy cow. ¿Por qué no puedo? Fucking hell. Oh. ¿Cómo me...? ¿Por qué se canceló? Súper raro. Súper raro. Me ve este lag que hay de repente. My thanks. Another moment and I will have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say very well. Even I shall bury him there with all haste. She will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. Report to Wedge. Wait. ¿Qué va a ser? Permiso. Wedge está llorando. I can't thank you enough, Eftobe, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just I don't think I ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life. Segunda vez que te salvamos, compadre. And you save Wedge too, Eftobe. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Sid. Old Grandpa, Geralt, Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you, it's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, to finally see you in the flesh. When Alfina told me of the raid on the Walking Sun, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. I must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I must have asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage of the Walking Suns, I not a missing horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Guardians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics of the kind used by the Asians. The Asians, Chinese and the Japanese. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay by a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off in the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Oh, Castrum Sentry. What happened next? We were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably months or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald. Much to our dread, we knew that if we were taken back there, we wouldn't like to leave again. So, risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Oh, ha! If I didn't know better, I call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That would have been Big's handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Ha 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 ho ho ho. Eftobe, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. I would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Carlo and Ironworth is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hoorah! Oh, estoy como a una quest de subir. Quizás dos quests. Dos quests. Thank you, Biggs and Witcher. Thanks to you, Biggs and Witcher, with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Cemetery, so let us convene at Revenant's Stall in Bordona. It's a good place I need to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We are bound to learn nothing or two that will benefit our mission. Si yo voy, compadre, donde usted me diga... Oh, no. Where estás? ¿Ah? A ver, es Cobertas, estoy acá, ¿no es cierto? What just happened? ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Por qué cliqué Cobertas y me mandó a cualquier lado? Cobertas. Estoy acá. Moldona. Ahí es. Ok. Ok, derecha y abajo. Sería peor de lo que es. You're a long way from home, adventurer. Yes, sir, I am. So many pretty colors. What? Bruno. Voy a cruzar el puente y creo que me dirijo al sur. Ah, no, por acá. Estoy cliqueando para ver si le 47. Snow Wolf. Jon Snow. Hall of the Seven Echoes. More. Todo. Subí de level. ¿En serio? ¿Cuánta experiencia me dio? ¡Oh! 155.000. What? ¿Cómo me dio tanto? Bueno, primero que todo me voy a atonar. Chocobo Keep. Liberty Muggle. Send a request to have recently occurred special world process. Ok, al parecer no hay nada para mí. Última vez. No, ok. Le tengo que hablar a él. Quiero ver si hay un merchant alrededor. Token exchange. Nope. Script, sí. Collectible appraiser. Independent merchant. Quiero vender estos. Oh. Current stock. A ver qué tienen para mí. ¿Tengo algo más interesante para vender? No. Oh, wow. Todos estos son mejores que los que ocupo. Qué increíble. Podría comprármelos, pero ¿para qué? Porque eventualmente me van a dar cosas mejores. Pero este está bueno. El que tengo ahora me da Spell Speed, though. Así que... Battle Gear, Field Gear, Tools. ¿Qué es Tools? No tengo idea para qué es esto. Eventualmente tendré que aprender de eso, but it is not this day. A ver, not boots, not pants, belt, mail, no. ¿Qué más? ¿Quién vende anillos y cosas así? Supra Tools. Independent vender. Nah. Ok. Special arms. No sé, no entiendo. Ya, no importa, sigo la quest. Eventualmente tendré que investigar qué está pasando. Slav War. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Stall? Biribibu, biribabu. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castron Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols in about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 jumps of the walls undetected. If the Guardians will alert to our comings, we cannot know what they will do to Minfili and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Art. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Wife. Why? I have a mind to walk through the front door. The front door? Aye. We'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniform, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Ha! That's a bold strategy, but it might just work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans will think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Claumont. The fellow got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castron Sentry besides. I have no doubt that he wants to be of aid. Eden and I should go to reconnoiter Garlean activity at the stronghold. I would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Eftobe. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. 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 Hey. Me dieron ganas de ir a recorrer los mapas ya que me dio tanta experiencia. Looking for Glaumon, are you? Well, you found him. Wherever you are. Yeah? You're looking to get inside Castron Sentry and you need my help? Ha, something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So you have friends at Castron Sentry what want for rescue. That Slav knows me too well. You can count on my help. Go to Scorazal with the Imperials. I never pass on an opportunity to get back on the Horsons. But enough about me, let's talk about strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. Besides, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following this instruction. When you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see swamplands to your left, called the Tangle. Get in there. Never mind all the marvels, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friend's there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. Okay. Ok, tengo que seguir el caminito hacia acá. Tutum. Pues ha llegado Vegeta, hombre. Es por acá. No es por acá. Ya, por acá sí. Y ahora sigo el camino. Oh, wow. Oh, nix. Nix. Pudding Morbol. Es como un Marlboro chiquitito. Por acá, ¿no es cierto? Sí. Oh, oh. Trato de no molestarlo. Uy. Qué raro. Porque hice un Blizzard 3, pero no me dio mucho mana. Quizás me faltó cambiarme de umbral. Faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we'd gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. Lelesen gets on my nerve most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribune so upset with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Orleans don't have. Mystical power, like the kind of beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? You are so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to humble her. Tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Speak with Alfie now. Trader, trader, trader. It's good to see you again, Eftobe. I'm going to understand you have conducted some recognize. Tell me, where were you able to learn? The Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Central. Their presence does confirm. We may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, he took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Eftobe. As Alfina already told you, we plotted our course for the rescue. The XIV is unchanged. We disguised ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrated the stronghold. Glowmoon is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. In filling the orders, I'm counting on us Eftobe. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Clamont goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communication jamming device. The explanations like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon aesthetic lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hillside cluster of corrupted crystal to the west have been observed to amplify the self-same energy. Making use of this property, we should be able to download Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Okay. It's time to quest Park Fence. Tráeme la location. Plasmoid. Take this fire. And this fire starter. Creo que tiene HP. Está tanquecito el compadre. Prime. Holy fuck. Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Oh, what? What? Me asustó demasiado esa cosa que acaba de pasar. ¿Por qué me atacó? Lo targeteé sin querer, estaba apretando tab quizá y lo targeteé solo. No me quedan pociones. Ayer salía que me quedan 22 pociones y hoy día sale que me quedan 0. Pero da lo mismo porque sé que tengo más pociones en algún lado. Tengo de esto. No se me olvidó venderlo. Hay potion. Sé que tengo pociones. Ether. No. ¿Dónde? ¿Por qué no las veo? Voy a mover esto hacia allá para verlo fácil. Quick, Wimp, Blood, Crystal, Chicken Egg, Sky Blue, Film, Sky Ether. No tengo entonces. Estoy seguro que seleccioné pociones de High Potions en algún minuto para tomar. Inventory. No. Excepto que ya me la haya tomado. Chocobo Saddlebags. Ya voy a tener que comprar una. Supongo. Ah, ya. Nada me va a atacar. ¿Qué es esto? Fire Chart, Air Chart, Weather Chart. Chart. Ajá. En serio, las dos primeras nomás. Ok. Ok. What? ¿Estoy ciego? Realmente sale que acá. Excepto que tenga que meterme por acá. No. ¿Por arriba? Acá está. Pinkle Sprinkle. Y bueno. Toma el Apex. El Apex. Oh. Ya, antes que se me olvide, quiero comprar pociones. Y por acá. Ah, este es vender, nada que ver. Merchant. Items. Let's sell this shit. Sell. No. Tools, battle gear, field gear items. ¿No vendes pociones? Qué buen más desgraciado. ¿Será en battle gear? Nope. Tiene que ser otro entonces. Acá hay un trader y allá hay un shop, así que para allá voy. Forge Sales. Creo que no es lo que busco. Y este lo buena por immersion. Ya, bueno, no tener pociones, weón. Hay algo que no sé, yo creo. Porque no creo que sea tan difícil comprar pociones. We have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these creatures should suit our purpose. So I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Eftobe. Clean the wax out of your ears now, cause there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plans to have you enter the castrum sentry all decked out in imperial dots, but a disguise matter just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing imperial salute. Those impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the expert. So you get yourself near. Are you there to castrum sentry and watch the imperials doing what they do? Okay, okay. Para acá, ¿no es cierto? Sí. ¿Qué me está atacando? Next. ¿Quién ve? Raisins. Lavanda. High Potion. Sabía. Sabía que tenía hartas High Potions. No estoy loco. Fuck, está lleno. Oh, oh. Pumba, pumba, pumba. Waiting. Falling. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Hijo de puta. ¿Quién está...? No, no es así. Ok. Pum, 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 pum. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. ¿Y dónde está el Imperial Salute? ¿Ve? Commands. Performance. Time was I took on very odd offer me running messages and cooling pesky fauna like a good little adventure. But I'm well past that now. These days there's only one thing on my mind, and it's what brought me here. Huh? You're Caliph to be Haimunjas. I've heard of your plight from my friend Glaumun. As a fellow adventurer, son of Eorcia, both I will offer you much assistance. In order to infiltrate Castro Center, you and your comrades must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniform and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort of whom you will entrust your secrets. It will be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castro Center never lacks for Imperial patrols. You ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. ¿Y ida y no va a ir? Camp Revenants. Oh. Dressed for conquest. Estoy caminando en zigzag para que no me pegue. Allá. ¿Por qué está matando a todos? Casteando fire. Va. Volando. Se los echó todos el concha de su madre. This motherfucker. Eh, volando. Esa. Volando, volando. Blizzard. Fire. Fire. Oh fuck. Terminé. Oh yes. Tirurin, tum, tum. Ahora tengo el armor para infiltrarme. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Sí, señor. Damage, as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear this uniform and helps are like to draw suspicion. It must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eginov at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, you have already impressed upon him the need to utmost secrecy as of the nature of your mission. Cool. O sea, los van a arreglar porque está muy dañado. Entonces los tengo que llevar a un herrero. Acá es donde estuve antes. Eginolf. So you're the adventurer Malark sent? Yeah. I've been waiting for ya. Now let's see what you got for me. Damage Imperial uniform, damage Imperial helm. I see. Oh yes, I reckon I can hammer this back into your shape for ya. After all, I owe your friend Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Eginov back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did. I suppose he always felt the inventor in life calling him. Before here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done, just hold your horses for a moment or two and the great Eginov will have your gear looking good as new. Cutscene. There we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind ya, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. To send Sar Malark my regards, well ya. Ok. Muchas gracias. Choco. Present the repair equipment to Sar Malark. Sark Malark. Roto mucho. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Y ya está todo listo. Yes, they will serve beautifully. The great Eginolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a Legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. At least you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreigners, in fact, from the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald snips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you hear such tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interest of the realm. Uy, voy a tener que usarlo. Igual siempre encuentro, bueno, en verdad no los soldados, pero como los jefes tienen buena arma. Los jefes del imperio. Good work getting them Imperial dots. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been adult myself. Took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Gatstrom Century Blue is a reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes are random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Stall. So, hoping to coax the Imperial out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence, sold them in shurikens at the sign of their stronghold. That far from the truth. Now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing some patrols than we have until now. More patrols. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols, dress up in your shiny tin suit, and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Stall as you can. Like as not though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use a smoke signal here. Feels fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their reaper. Simple as that. If I am mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, huh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. Imperial salute. Supongo que es hacia allá, sí. Ah, y supongo que me tengo que poner la ropa. El pantalón. Ah, no, era un helm. Fuck fence. Las alitas. Vuela... no. Nada más que un pollo. Estás concha tu madreando. Mood Puppy culiao. Ni siquiera tengo mi equipo. Imperial Salute. Puta, me tengo que acercar. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents carrying to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have said it that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should out you go Ori, use your smoke signal to call us. Ok. Es bastante lejos. Y allá arriba, ¿no? Tengo que subir de nuevo. Un level 50. Creo que puedo ocupar todos mis skills entonces. Hope you don't mind my joining, seeing as we are seizing advanced weaponry. I thought it best to be on hand. De verdad, pero te podría haber vestido. Oh, there she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Sending the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Me estáis hueviando. El XIV los despertó a todos, literalmente. No, ese no. ¿Qué está pasando? Empieza que no poder como castear tranquilo. Están curando. Oh, déjame. Me tengo que mover todo el rato. Como lo peor para un caster. ¿Dónde está este? Oh fuck, ¿qué hice? No. Fuck. Yeah, it worked.
The Empire shall...
At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift to go in the beak. It doesn't seem rather the worst of wear, doesn't it? Big Switch, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I said she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but servo mechanism may be damaged. Aren't those things protected by Ilm thick armor plate? Yes, they are. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. It's like we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh. Card Chocobo. I hear that. Hall being set aside for our use in Revenant's Stall. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Eftobe. Yes, sir. Pero está perfecto. Bueno, quizás no. Sería bueno que después me den esa montura. Bueno. Your level. Voy a cambiar de ropa porque... ¿Por qué no? Ya. Y ahora repórtate así, por supuesto. Estoy al lado, en verdad. Ya, filo. Son 100 de guía. Reporta tu Sid y tengo que hablar con Slavborn. What? The Magitech's armor? See and the others took it inside. Go in and join them. Okay. Oye, podrían decorar un poquito. You've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. It's a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. What? Dijo que es increíble cómo trabajan Beach and Wedge y que es increíble mirarlo, pero hay que recordarles que usan el baño, porque si no, no es tan increíble mirarlo. Bueno, me acaban de dar una cuestión, un arma. Veamos. Weapon coffer. Waterbrand. Me sigue sin gustar. 46 son... Pero el spell speed es demasiado. 8 de inteligencia. Ya, pero bueno. Asumo que eventualmente me darán algo mejor también. Bueno, ahora soy más resistente. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drive is worn beyond use. Such core are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one using this reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona. But all is not lost, which thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, will ya? He'll explain the details to you. The details. Okay. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the magic core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more reapers, but even if the Thunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Center had remembered to replace their cores, we will risk arousing Imperial suspicions. Do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. Substitute the magic core with a mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I already placed an order to a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmith Guild. All that remains for someone to go to Ulda and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in order of I hope you don't mind following the bill. It's for a good cause. Ok. Tengo que ir a Ulda. Y no hay problema porque tengo el retorno. Goldsmith Guild. Hello there, come to collect a mammoth heart, you say? You must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. Are fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alfinaut's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant will be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alfinaut has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmith Guild will dream of charging him. Here's a mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, I'm pleased to pass on my compliments to your master. Y de vuelta. Want to go in? Yes, sir. Oh, se ve muy cool ese loco. Do you have the mammoth heart? Can't wait to see if it works. Cutscene. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this magnificent must have cost an emperor's ransom. Blah 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 blah. Free of charge, courtesy of Alfinaut. Even from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magic armor. Engage. On or not, haha, she just needs a long interval wire. Cool. Yeah, she's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Eftobe, will you care to do the honors? Don't mind if I do. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you needed to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Oh, you. Pilot the mega armor to the crystal mound. Ok, no es diferente al chocobo, básicamente. No anomalous movement again from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down, then sprint north quick as you can. Sprint, sprint. No es muy rápido. Let's join absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Eftobe. Pumba. Oh, Pumba. Step on you. Wait, ¿dónde están? Están acá. Dorsal remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's the summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound conditions. With some fine-tuning, we can expect noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, after something less responsive it should be. I'm at loss to explain why. The moment heart is in pristine condition, it should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas many of the cores serve only to conduct impulses, moment heart enable automata to process information collected by their senses as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team, in which case we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Okay. Okay. Click. What? Se me va a desconectar. Todos saben que esto va a pasar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Daft as I felt, gave it my best. I welcomed myself to bloody a standstill. What were you expecting to do anyways? What about a Carcy? ¿Vamos a pelear contra ella? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot will be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an horrendous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a moment's heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Carillion technology. Which, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance perhaps to cheer her heads off. Imperials, they've come for their armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Come and get it. If you want him, come and claim him. Taken by the traitors Carlon, and is that the Aegon Slayer or bollocks? Call for reinforcements. Fuck. The hells you will. We've located Stolen Reaper. Request immediate assistance. Respond. Oh, it's no user. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garlon. No matter if we can reclaim it, destroy it. Yes, mono. Bloody hells. Eftobe protects the armor at all cost. Yes, sir, I will. Fucking hell. ¿Por qué no? Ah, no tengo mana. Fuck. Estoy tratando de proteger a la cuestión, pero está complicado. Está como mejor para tanques. Y ahora sí le puedo pegar. ¡Pumba! ¿Tienes más? No. Ahora a ver que lo estuvimos protegiendo. Oh. Chief, look, she moved. Now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There's the finishing touch. Pero si van a cachar que es de otra persona, po. Se supone que queremos pasar infiltrados y le acaba de hacer un tatuaje. Anyways, voy a ir a almorzar y después sí. Ok. Vuelvo más tarde.